in an age of IP after IP being updated for a modern audience, there's one on the way that takes it to a whole new level, or rather a brand new low, and that is, of course, Velma. Any box that is there, they have ticked. Any possible way to update it for a modern audience, they've done. They've race swapped every character except one, and we've got the first 2 episodes coming out tomorrow because HBO are trying to get rid of it as quickly as possible because they know what an absolute disaster it's going to be. It's supposed to be a comedy. It's got no Scooby-Doo. It's written by Mindy Kaling, a person who lacks any ability to be funny whatsoever. Never seen Mindy Kaling make anyone laugh, so I imagine we'll be getting the same with this show. And of course, we've already got it at 60%, and that's because it's based on 5 reviews, because it seems like no one gives a shit about Velma, where she's now a lesbian for reasons. Of course, they're trying to tick every box in the book. They are trying to tick, but there's one review that I thought before the show coming out, we might as well have a look through. But this is one I'm excited for because of how, what an expected clusterfuck it is going to be. But you have Entertainment Weekly that seems to be the only one really like scathing review of this. You have other places. They like to sit on the fence, a lot of the times. But Velma review, a promising reinvention is wasted. Nothing promising about it. We didn't need a reinvention for Scooby-Doo. That's when they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. So, there was nothing promising about it in the first place. It's wasted on lame jokes. Written by Mindy Kaling. I don't know what you expected. Prequelits and bad meta. And, we know how just frustrating that gets. Every joke has to be meta, because, that's all they can do. All they can do. But they say Mindy Kaling's HBO Max reboot makes Harley Quinn look, well, much better than Velma. The Scooby, just wait till we get to what this show is actually about. But the Scooby-Doo magic is how something so bland is also so weird. A doofus, a smarty, 2 boring beauties, and a talking dog. Every week they find out a monster, so on and so forth. We know all this, we ain't really got to read that. Still, Velma dares to ask a big dumb question. What if the Scooby gang were meta jerks who want a bone? So that's what they just... Oh, it's the Scooby gang. They want a bone. We've made Shaggy a black man. We've made Daphne a Japanese woman, and so on and so forth. We've made Mindy Kaling Indian because that's what she is, because it is nothing more than a self-insert. She just wants to be Velma, I guess, like literally. But this is my origin story, says Velma. Well, it's not though, is it? It's the origin story of some Velma that doesn't actually exist. At the start of the HBO Max reboot, premiering Jan 12th, the series flashes back to the high school prehistory of the greatest team of spooky mystery solvers ever, where we're probably not going to be solving any mysteries whatsoever. Really, it's going to be about Velma getting with Daphne or something like that. It's a prequel that recasts diversely, reorients sexually, so every box they've ticked. And over backstories generally. It should be fun, but it's a self-aware slog, because apparently now being self-aware that your show is shit somehow makes it good. That's like seems to be the new thing. Everyone talks like a TV writer who only knows TV writers. The non-stop references are non-stop ancient. Jill Stein, she's all that. The suspicious assertion that band geeks being weird equals comedy gold. Again, you have someone writing the show, created the show, who knows nothing of comedy. Knows nothing. This is exactly what happened in my vlog about Lil Wayne. So, yeah, you're going way back for references. So, it's definitely going to be a little bit outdated, isn't it? Lil Wayne, as if he's been a big thing in the past 5 years. Someone says on TV in 2023... Velma is the new bland, a deconstructed Canonical, it's not canonical, is it? Bonanza pulled right off the corporate assembly line. It's so extra, it's minus. So this is when we get into what the show is about, and you know, you love this. At Crystal Cove High School, Daphne who's now a Japanese woman, is a popular mean girl orphan who deals drugs because of a dark family secret. That's comedy. They deal drugs. Her boyfriend Fred, Glenn Houghton, you know, I don't know why he signed on to do this. I really don't. Personifies mediocre white richness because, you know, after doing a bit of reading up on this a few months ago now, basically they've got Fred as the only white guy to be the punching bag to lecture about his white privilege. That's essentially what his character is. His mansion holds a dark secret. What the fuck doesn't hold a dark secret? We've had Daphne, a dark family secret. Now we've got Fred, and his mansion holds a dark secret. And he has teeny Whittle privates, a subject of much conversation, because he's just supposed to be the punching bag. Can't make jokes about anybody else, so we need a white guy there so we can actually joke about it. But the most we're going to do is go, "You've got a little dick," or we're going to say the word fuck over and over and make you think that we're somehow edgy, even though we're not really pushing the envelope any way whatsoever. And Shaggy has become Norville. They tried to trick people into thinking it was a new character, but Shaggy's real name is Norville, and he's now a black man. A school newspaper striver friend-zoned by his beloved Velma. He worries he's a beta male. Remember that lame humour concept from 20 years ago? So just off of that little paragraph there, you can already tell what a complete disaster it's going to be. In my possibly foggy recollection, Velma was the only one mentally equipped to actually solve crimes. So we're just going to get a bunch of dumb twats going about, except Velma. Right. Unless Scooby pratfalled into the Rillians' headquarters. For now, this reboot is dogless, because that's how you get people to watch a Scooby-Doo property, is you get rid of the dog. You know, that's one way to get people in the door, I guess. Now Velma is a misfit, searching for her disappeared mother and investigating a maniac cutting girls' heads open. She exemplifies Kayling's brainy, thirsty persona. Is she brainy? I don't know. Complaining about the patriarchal male gaze. I still can't believe, you know, people in Hollywood seem to think this is comedy. Complaining about the patriarchy, the male gaze. So it's just everything that this show's trying to do is just going to go completely wrong. Not going to be watched. Not going to get a second season. It's just roasting material, essentially. In the same episode where she has to subvert her best instincts to beg attractive classmates to muster all your sexiness and lure everyone away with a sexy dance. You know, just everything you seem to read about this is just absolutely terrible. But, you know, it's 10 episodes. It's 2 episodes a week, so HBO are clearly like, let's just get it the fuck. Sweep it under the rug. That's obviously what they're doing, but, you know, we already knew most of this, but that whole paragraph is basically what the story is. It's like, yeah, it says it all. It says it all. They've just went off the deep end fully with this. I don't think we've ever seen an IP updated for a modern audience in the way this has. Every character race swapped. It's all about the patriarchy, male gaze, the usual bullshit that nobody has any interest in. That'll work. That'll most definitely work. But it's really, really not surprising at all, in the slightest, that we're going to get this tomorrow. Which I might be trying out a new format to actually review these. You know, I'll have to see. But I'm looking forward to it, because what a fucking mess this is going to be.